There are many devil fruits in One Piece. And among these devil fruits, there are obviously some weak ones and there's some strong ones. So in today's video, I want to go over my personal top 10 strongest devil fruits in One Piece. Now, before we get into this video, I want to say something. My thinking behind these my top 10 list is from, like, imagine if you were dropped in the story and you had to have a devil fruit. Which devil fruit would you have to make you insanely powerful off the get-go without any training or like really any knowledge? Like, if you had these devil fruits, you would just become insanely powerful like almost immediately. So that's kind of my thinking behind this. So without further ado, I want to go in and talk about my top 10 devil fruits, starting at number 10. So coming in at number 10 on my list, I have the Hito Hito no Mi model Buddha, and it's owned by Sengoku. Now, the reason why I want to start out with this fruit and why it's my number 10 is because literally a lot of these mythical zones, in my personal opinion, if you had to go list on zones, Paramecia and Logias, who I think is Zones is the weakest, Paramecia is like the middle, and the Logias are the most powerfulest. Just like in overall strength, there are a few strong zone devil fruits, but just for the majority of it, it's like, oh, they're not that really strong. With Paramecias, there's just some wacky ones out there that can definitely be really strong. And then Logia is like on a completely different level. But Sengoku's devil fruit, the Hito model Buddha, the reason why that comes at number 10 is mostly because of like the sheer size that it grows to and the shockwave that you can get from it. And I just think that if you had a devil fruit like that, you could definitely be an imposing figure in the world, and it could definitely, make you really powerful. We just know that you can make the shockwave become really big. I don't know if when your skin, turns yellow, I don't know if that's some type of metal, so maybe that's an extra boost of defense. But even so, like, just having that sheer size of a devil fruit could definitely make you a really imposing figure. So that's why I put Sengoku's devil fruit at number 10 on my list. Number 9. Coming in at number 9 on my list is the Kage Kage no Mi, or Moria's devil fruit. The reason why I did the Kage Kage no Mi at number 9 is mostly because of like just the sheer amount of things you can do with the devil fruit. One of those being that you can literally raise an army of the dead. Like, Moria would definitely be one of my weaker devil fruit users. He's a guy who has a strong devil fruit but doesn't know how to use it properly. Or maybe he did in the in the early stage of his pirate career, but of course now in the story he's like, he's a lazy bastard, not a little bastard, but he's a lazy bastard, and he just doesn't use it properly. But I think in the hands of someone actually like, willing, like if you gave that devil fruit to, let's say, just random character Sanji, like Sanji's someone who would definitely use that devil fruit to its fullest capabilities. But yeah, it's an extremely powerful devil fruit. The fact that you can definitely raise an army with the dead, the fact that you can absorb shadows and make yourself stronger, and that's just ridiculous. So it's like if you put the right shadow in like an animated corpse, you can basically make someone just as powerful as that. Like, for example, with Ryuma, or you can, all that, and then also you can reanimate someone's corpse. So let's, like with Ryuma, for example, Ryuma is an extremely powerful swordsman. So all it had to take was just someone else's corpse, like Brooks, and reanimate him, and boom, you have a really powerful samurai. So imagine like if, Kizaru died or whatever, let's say, imagine if Shanks died, which would never happen. But if Shanks died, and he's a really strong adapt hockey user, and you took someone's corpse. Hey guys, post-credit soy sauce here. I just want to say, when I mean by corpses, I don't know why I kept saying corpses. I meant to say shadows, as in the shadows go into the corpse to reanimate it. I don't know why I kept saying it, but I meant to say shadows. Hopefully, it doesn't ruin the video for anyone. But when I'm saying corpses, I meant to say shadows are the ones that are reanimating the devil fruits. Reanimating the corpses. So I apologize for that inconvenience. And you put in Shanks, boom, you have a really powerful Yonko, like literally at your fingertips. And the thing is, the zombies won't betray you. They'll be at your beckoning call. So you could literally have someone as powerful as Shanks, like literally under you, at the price of like just one, corpse or one shadow. But the only downfall to the Kage Kage no Mi is, of course, if you get salt in the mouth, the shadow goes away. So that's a downfall. But I think with the power and the abilities you get with the the Kage Kage no Mi, you definitely, it doesn't, that's just a trade off. Like, oh, salt in the mouth, whatever. I get all this immense power with it. So yeah, the Kage Kage no Mi is a really powerful devil fruit, but not with these top 8. So let's go in number 8. So coming in at number 8 on my list is the Buki Buki no Mi, the one owned by Baby 5. Now, I don't think this needs to really be explained why it's so powerful. So if you guys don't know what the Buki Buki no Mi is, I believe English name is the Weapon no Mi. Hold on, give me a second. My bad, it's called the Arms fruit. But literally, this devil fruit lets you become like a weapon itself. So whatever weapon you can think of. If you want to make your hand into a pistol, you can make your hand into a pistol. If you want to make your whole arm into a sword, you can definitely do that. So there shouldn't really be any reason why this is a powerful devil fruit. Because literally, if you wanted to turn yourself into like a tomahawk missile, you could definitely do that. Or if you want to turn yourself into a nuclear bomb, you could definitely do that. And here's the best thing about this devil fruit. The person who actually is wielding the devil fruit doesn't get like hurt. So like you could literally be a nuclear bomb, drop yourself into a city and explode, and you wouldn't get hurt. That's really freaking powerful. So if someone had that devil fruit, and I'm not saying Baby 5 isn't like a capable user, but imagine that devil fruit in someone who is really powerful. I mean, they could definitely devastate the entire world. The Buki Buki no Mi, it's not OP, but it's definitely a really powerful devil fruit. Because it limits, your imagination in a sense. Like if you don't know what a nuclear bomb is, you can't make yourself into a nuclear bomb. So that's kind of the only downfall to the fruit. Like if you don't know what that weapon is, you can't be that weapon. But if you know what the weapon is, you can turn yourself into the weapon. So like if you want to be a flamethrower, you could definitely turn yourself into a flamethrower. Now, again, in the context of the One Piece story, we don't know if they know what nuclear bombs are, or if they know what flamethrowers are, but they definitely know what like cannons are. They definitely know what, probably like what like laser things are, because they were able to make the pacifistas. So if you could, make your hand into like a pacifista, laser, you could definitely have that. You could have Kizaru's powers in that. So there's definitely a lot of possibilities with this devil fruit. So yeah, the Buki Buki no Mi comes in at number 8. So coming in at number 7 on my list, and this one, it might be controversial, but I think that if used properly, it could be an extremely powerful devil fruit. Coming in at number 7 is the Bisu Bisu no Mi, or the Biscuit fruit owned by Cracker. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, if you're going to do someone from the Sweet Generals, why not do Katakuri's? Katakuri's is more of he's a really adept user with this devil fruit. The devil fruit just allows you to basically be Mochi in a sense. It's the Mochi no Mi. You can be Mochi. Now, again, as someone who is not, you would have to train with that devil fruit to make it what it is. But with Cracker's devil fruit, those biscuit soldiers, he can literally make on like command. Like he can make as many as he wants, it seems. Like there's no like repercussions or there's no drawbacks to the devil fruit. Imagine being in a scenario where you need a lot of soldiers. Cracker can make these things up like no sweat. And they're powerful. It took Luffy to be in Gear 4 just to break them. And it seemed like there's no drawbacks. You could just keep making them at will. So for that reason alone, it can make it a really powerful devil fruit. Now, of course, the other thing is if they get wet, they're more easy to be broken. And you can eat them if they're wet. But if you don't have that capabilities and you want to make a bunch of soldiers at once, I mean, the Bisu Bisu no Mi definitely can be really freaking powerful. So yeah, on to number 6. So coming in at number 6 on my list is the Appi Appi no Mi, or the, I don't know what the Appi Appi, it's like the, it's the Appi Appi no Mi owned by Law. Now, this shouldn't be any, there should be no debate on why this is a really powerful devil fruit. Because literally when you make that room, you can literally do whatever you want in that room. There's a reason why it's called the Appi Appi, or the OP, or the, like, the OP devil fruit, because you can literally do whatever you want in that room. If you want to switch bodies around, if you want to switch yourself around, it's like literally an OP devil fruit. And with the devil fruit itself, you can do the ageless surgery, where you can literally make someone, like, stay that same age forever. Now, of course, once you do this, it comes at the cost of your life. But being able to have that kind of ability really does make it really powerful. The only drawback to the Appi Appi no Mi is the fact that the bigger the room, the more of the stamina you use. So if you're someone who doesn't have really good stamina, of course, it can definitely be not as powerful. But just the mass amount of things you can do with this fruit can definitely make it really powerful with that. So that's why I have it at number 6. Now in number 5. So coming in at number 5, I have Kaido's devil fruit. We don't know the name of Kaido's devil. All we know is that it's a dragon fruit. But not only is it just a normal dragon fruit, it's the mythical Chinese dragon devil fruit. The Dragon no Mi model, like, Chinese dragon. I think that's the name of it. We don't know the official name. But the reason why this one is really powerful, in my opinion, it might even be the most powerful zone devil fruit in the story. So yeah, the reason why I have Kaido's devil fruit at number 5 is because, again, in my opinion, zone devil fruits aren't as powerful as, like, some Paramecias and some Logias. And we haven't even gotten to my Logia choices yet. Like, these have all been either, like, mostly just, Paramecias. But the Logia devil fruits, because there are some Logias that are powerful, but nothing compared to the 3 I have. Plus, I think, a lot of Logias can definitely be kind of cocky. And especially, if people have Haki, that can really, do that. But yeah, Kaido's devil fruit, we don't know the full extent of its power. It seems like it can control the weather. If you can control the weather, kind of like how Big Mom can do with her devil fruit, but not really, because she can make Zeus and Prometheus and have the sun and the cloud. And again, we don't know the full extent of Kaido's devil fruit. We know he can make that little heat beam or whatever, and, like, do that, but he might be able to also control the weather. So we don't know, but of course, and that thing is fucking huge. Like, we saw the scale when Luffy was going Gomu Gomu no Gear 3rd and, like, punched it on Kaido's head. I mean, Kaido's big when it comes to being in the dragon form. Now, again, there's also theories to say, maybe, the reason why Kaido's so ungodly strong and whatever is because of his devil fruit. Maybe that's his hybrid form. We don't know. Because we don't know, is Kaido might just be in his hybrid form the entire time. With that. And maybe Kaido in real life is, like, a smaller dude. Who knows? That might be his thing. He might be ungodly strong, but he just stays in this, his other form because, like, well, I know I can't be killed like this, so I might just stay in this form. We don't know. I wouldn't like that if that were the case. But yeah, we don't know the full extent, but just on that fact alone, it being a mythical dragon devil fruit, that easily puts it at some of the strongest devil fruits in the story. Now, on to number 4. So number 4 on my list is arguably the strongest Paramecia devil fruit in the story. And that's the Goro Goro no Mi, which was formerly owned by Whitebeard, but now is owned by Blackbeard. Now, the reason why I put this devil fruit at number 4 is because Sengoku himself literally said that Whitebeard had the power to destroy the world if he wanted to. And I think with that ability, with that epithet alone, that this fruit had the ability to destroy the entire world, makes it extremely powerful devil fruit. And now that it's in the hands of Blackbeard, Blackbeard, when he first got it, he just went BAM! Right into the I guess the air, and cracked it and just basically made all of Marineford fall. Whitebeard's, well, I'm gonna call it Whitebeard's devil fruit because that's whose devil fruit really is. Fuck Blackbeard, but no. Um, Kaido. I mean, sorry, not Kaido. Whitebeard's devil fruit, the Gorogormi, is one of the most powerful Paramecia devil fruits in the entire story. If you have the ability to destroy the world, being able to crack the air and all that kind of stuff, and not only can he do that, but like he can take the devil fruit and literally just push you into the ground and then just go womp 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 and just like break you like that. So yeah, having the ability with the devil fruit to destroy the whole world definitely regards it in this top list. Now we're getting to the Logias. So the number three, the third most powerful devil fruit in my opinion, is the Magu Magu no Mi, and that is owned by Akainu. Now, why do I have the Magu Magu no Mi? Well, if you think about it, most Logias are generally pretty strong because they allow you to turn into an element. And see, we could go on here and say, oh, we could put the Mera Mera no Mi on here. We could put the Yuki Yuki no Mi. We could put the, whatever devil fruit on here. But if we're going strictly based on power, if you had someone, who has this devil fruit, they can obviously just turn just into a straight powerhouse. If you have the ability to control lava itself, that's ungodly scary. Like, the ability, we've seen Akainu use his devil fruit to, send those, little, lava fists at people. He could probably make those really big if he wanted to, and all that. And, of course, he can be able to punch a hole through Ace, who had Mera no Mi at the time, R.I.P. Ace, but and having that, so the ability to control lava itself, and literally lava burns anything it touches. So yeah, having an extremely powerful devil fruit like that. Now, I will say I didn't put Aokiji's devil fruit on here. In my opinion, his devil fruit compared to like Akainu's and some of the other admirals, I mean, it wasn't. It was strong. Don't get it wrong, but the ability to control cold itself, I don't know. A lot of these are more like, these are just some extremely powerful ones that, mostly people can use. And I just, compare it to that. But yeah, Akainu's devil fruit, definitely strongest. So coming in at number 2 on my list is the Pika Pika no Mi owned by Kizaru. Now, if you don't know what the Pika Pika no Mi is, it's basically the ability to be light itself. Now, thinking of that, you don't understand how ungodly strong that is. If you have the ability to move at the speed of light, which the speed of light, if you're curious, is 670,616,629 miles per hour, or roughly 186,282 miles per second. So that means every single second that passes, you're traveling at 186,282 miles per hour. That is ungodly fast. That is ungodly fast. And Kizaru can travel at that with no problem. Not only can he travel at the speed of light, but everything he does is at the speed of light. So every single punch, he can punch you at the speed of light. He can kick you at the speed of light. All these little powers can hurt you at the speed of light. And we've seen the destructive capability that Kizaru has. When he first arrived at Sabaody and those two pirates were trying to kill him, yeah, he kicked that beam of light and it was just like a boom explosion. Gosh dang. And it completely destroyed one of those mangrove trees like that. Kizaru has a really insanely powerful devil fruit. I don't think there's anyone in the story that can compete with him. Like, in terms of speed, there's no one that can compete with Kizaru in the story. And if you're in, of course, like in the Dragon Ball universe, for example, I think Goku can travel about 2 times faster than the speed of light, and I think in his Super Saiyan 4, I don't know about his Super Saiyan God form or his Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan form. Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful. But I know like at least in Super Saiyan 4, he can travel about 2.3 times the speed of light. But in the relative context of the One Piece universe, there's no one that can travel that fast. Like I think Zoro has clocked in at moving about 9,000 miles per hour, but nothing compared to Kizaru. Kizaru can travel like ridiculously fast. So that alone makes it extremely powerful. If you can move faster than your opponent and they can't even sense you, I would say that, maybe having like an elite level of observation hockey helps, see that. Because you could be saying like Kizaru's over here, but like for example, like if Sanji, like I keep going back to Sanji. It's not I'm hating on my boy Sanji. It's Sanji's just someone I could think of. Sanji was fighting Kizaru. Sanji be like, oh, he's coming from this, but before he could even react, Kizaru's right there. And it would really be kind of interesting to see like if Katakuri fought Kizaru, what would happen there. Could Katakuri be able to fight Kizaru, like match up with him, being able to see into the future. We know Luffy can see a little bit into the future, but not like Katakuri. Like Katakuri's like been training on this. So can Katakuri even keep up with Kizaru? If that's the case, then that makes it even more powerful. So yeah, Kizaru definitely coming in at number 2. Now, number 1 on this list is very interesting. Number 1 for me, and this is just my opinion, is the Yami Yami no Mi, which is owned by Blackbeard, or the Dark Fruit. Now, the only reason why I have it at number 1, all those other devil fruits are powerful. Don't get me wrong, they're really powerful. But Blackbeard's devil fruit is the only devil fruit that can negate all these other devil fruits. And there are only 2 things in the story that can negate devil fruits. That being Sea Stone or Haki. Now, let's say you're just some random riffraff guy in the One Piece universe, and you get your hands on the Yami Yami no Mi. Even without having any Sea Prism Stone or having any knowledge of Haki, if you have the Yami Yami no Mi, you can negate all these devil fruits and then some. Like, because when Ace was fighting Blackbeard, Ace was like kind of cocky, and not saying Ace isn't strong, but like when you have a Logia devil fruit, you start to get a little cocky. That's what happened to Karibu. Karibu thought he was hot shit, and he went out to try to fight Pekoms, and Pekoms just went bam, and knocked him silly. So yeah, having a Logia devil fruit can make you powerful, but if you have no knowledge of Haki, but you got your hands on the Yami Yami no Mi, it can negate all those other devil fruits. And also being able to have darkness itself and be able to suck anything into that vortex, I mean, that's extremely powerful. So for that reason alone, the Yami Yami no Mi comes in at number 1. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you guys did, please leave a like down below. And I think I will do because there is a difference in having a strong devil fruit and then being a strong devil fruit user. Like a perfect example of this is Luffy. If you had the choice between the Gomu Gomu no Mi and the Appi Appi no Mi, which one would you take? I think you would take the Appi Appi no Mi over the Gomu Gomu no Mi. And like again, Katakuri is another example of this. I think these are guys that can definitely use their devil fruits to the fullest abilities. So this isn't gonna. So if I do a video like that, it's not gonna be like I'm not gonna have the Buki Buki no Mi on there. It's a powerful devil fruit, but if the Kage Kage no Mi would definitely not be on that list. Because, they're not strong users, but they just have a really strong devil fruit. You get the difference? So, like, Luffy would definitely be a strong devil fruit user because he has taken his fruit and just revolutionized it. Like, he has gear 2nd, gear 3rd, different versions of gear 4th, might even have gear 5th. Who knows? And, like, I would say, like, Doflamingo would be a strong devil fruit user and all that stuff. So, that's definitely a separate list for itself. If you guys want to see that, leave a like on the video, and I'll talk to you guys later.